Pugsy, Zelchy.
I do mention if this does not go Zelchy's way, we will be seeing the Terrors.
Exactly. I mean, both characters work very well here for the stage, and especially with the fact that you got Zelchy, who's going to be rocking that scythe at some point, chasing down Pugsy, repeatedly trying to catch a lane, especially off that platform like that, catching the D-Light, almost getting a second read there on the dodge, just missing out, trying to snipe off the top, but Pugsy pushing hard, getting pushed back off by recovery though, snatching him up with the dare. He's already going super hard, trying to catch GC Sig. Ravish gets the first stock. We only had like 20 seconds pass. The first stock's already gone.
Bro, my man came in from hit to death, bro. That was El Stupido Rapido. That means stupidly fast. I don't know exactly what is past that, but either way, we were in this for 10 seconds. And now with the stock lead, my man wants to make sure to cement his lead. Take this thing out of here, bro. And yet again, he's laying down the pressure.
This scythe play has just been so good from Zelchy so far, just preventing Pugsy from touching, but D-Light Sayer gonna give him some range, trying to find the ground pound, does force the high recovery there, but the weapon toss giving him some free range, now gets back to the axe, which has been working pretty well, but Ravish is not looking too good, at least off the rip, because Zelchy's been really solid, and Pugsy has to find a way to slow him down ASAP, maybe a big Sayer of or a side light, just to close it out.
Yeah, it's looking close, man, here, man. But look at that nice little big hit, so makes it a little bit more even. But remember, he in the red and stock number 2 here, fam. So I don't know what more he can do, considering we do see such a switch.
I love the attempt
for a big Sig, though.
I love the attempt. And gonna catch him off the top, taking it. There we go. So Zelchy controlling the lead here still. Going for deciding to commit to the orb. I kind of like it because like you just caught him off guard a bunch with the scythe at the start. Then the scythe finally got capitalized on. So you go with the orb play now just to kind of mess with Pugsy a bit. Change your timing up. Get those quick strings, side light into D-Light. Just try and like catch him over and over again on reckless jumps as Pugsy tried to control him at the ledge. Missing out. Now getting reversed here.
It's close trades, but like no player has been able to actually land a single string in between them. Just as I say that Zelchy does get a couple of good hits down though, but the stock lead right now must cement so much confidence for them. But the ground and pound, that gives my man Pugsy a little bit of that lead, but he has to play the stock so well.
Catching him right there, Ravish. Already, and getting this back in, all you need is a sword and a dream, or sometimes even an axe too, because Pugsy may be deep in the red, but Zelchy's currently hunting for a weapon, can't find it, trying to dive back in, getting boxed out. This damage has been going really good, looking for a GC slide, not gonna get it. Maybe catch him with neutral lights, and Pugsy is chasing down so hard. Zell finally finds the site though. Now, this could be big. That's a big whiff sig though, and now D-Light Sayer gonna put him deep off stage.
Oh, he does it again, bro. Are you joking me, fam? Pugsy, bro, bringing it back from the brink was a stop. Now, we said he had to play it well, but yo, Zelchy going for the big SIDs and gets punished.
I love how we saw Pugsy break down that last stock too. All you have to do is you just hover around the weapon, make Zelchy try to rush up for it. You had so much control, but sometimes when you have that control, you start to push a little bit too hard, and you like your opponent can see red pretty easy. And you saw that difference at the end, 529 to 478. That was pretty in favor of Zelchy for a good bit. But as soon as Pugsy started realizing, oh, you hungry? I'm gonna make you eat this real quick. The D-Light Sayer into the cider afterwards. Now, game number 2 already started things off hot, multiple boxing a bunch.
Yeah, so now this going game number 2, it's all about the adaptation. That's adaptation in French, maybe. But point still stands that how do both of these players take their aggression to the next level, right? What can they do more so? Now with this orb, I thought it's pretty knowledge for actually racking up a lot of damage. The site hasn't been too favorable for Zelchy, though we can see what he can do off the stage. As long as he gets back on, a good couple of hits, he might take this via the reversal.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. Both of them deep in the red, so one good string, one D-Light recovery coming in from Pugsy. Could take it out too as he tried to find just a raw recovery right there. Zelchy looking for the weapon toss, but recovery coming in unarmed, almost catching the Sayer on the axe, just missed. But here we go, Zelchy putting him off stage, looking for the big swing. What can we do? Finds it right there, and that's Zelchy taking the stock lead.
It was, my man just had to land one hit with the axe, could not do so, denied through and through, but still, we've seen Pugsy come back from worse. I'm not worried about nothing, because look at that. We're back here again on even ground.
All you gotta do, like I said, once you have Sword Ravish, you're good to go. D-Light Stare, D-Light Recovery, it doesn't matter. All you need is one jump mistake from somebody off the side. And this is pretty much what's been working for Pugsy so far. The axe has been okay. We've seen a couple of solid plays with that ground pound, with the couple, like, with the ability to kind of chase with Sarah, but it's been the sword so far. And that's what Zelchy needs to figure out. This orb really hasn't done the same amount of work that the scythe did at the beginning, and I'm glad we saw the scythe switch immediately as soon as it was available.
So far, but speaking right now, they can't even hold on to one side. You see Zelchy just keeps forcing Pugsy off stage, but just cannot keep him to the edge guard. It's not good enough, consistently letting it back on stage. And with all this space, Pugsy is absolutely thriving. But some good big hits, both in the bare hand, and forces them off. Oh, the reversal! As he gets him out, the ground pound, not gonna connect.
Amazing reverse edge guard. Like, that was so good, man. They were, bro, these two are headhunting. There has been no, like, nobody has been pumping the brakes, and I love it. Now you got to watch out for the big Sarah that's going to be coming in potentially. Oh, looking for the dare. Can Zelchy reverse it? No, almost catching the GC sideway, but that's all of your recovery. I don't think, are you going to be able to make the wall touch? I don't think you are. Zelchy catches him with the high recovery. Pugsy is not having a good time at this at all, and Zelchy dominates that stock. That was so clean from Zelchy and goes to an even set.
Bro, my man did him like Puff, bro. Just like back again and again and again and again and again until you die. So far off stage, there is no chance of you getting back on. I feel gross to watch. I'm disgusted to see it. I can't wait to see more.
I mean, this is exactly what we were expecting when we got into this match here. These two are very even skill. I mean, 472 to 432. Like, no sig attempts from Zelchy in that set, but it was just so close. This is, like, their skill gap is not that far off, and we're going to be seeing a lot of high-level play coming from them just to try and keep things even, and it looks like we're just going to keep running it back to Apocalypse here.
I mean, obviously, why not, considering how it's worked out for both of them pretty much equally, too. So, we both these guys know they love to play scrap here, they love to get in each other's faces, and plus, going off the stage, too, has been pretty nice, especially for Zelchy's play, as he gets forced off for it now. We see Pugsy trying to keep him off, but cannot do so. Nice hit!
Yeah, big whiff punish, and yet capitalizing on it entirely. Big unarmed recovery attempt to try and catch Pugsy, but only in the yellow, so gave up a lot of position there, and that allowed Pugsy to capitalize huge and take out that stock.
So far, but we haven't gotten to see a ton from the orb from Zelchy either. We talked a ton about the orb last week. It's really great for setting up those strings and racking up the damage, because if you're Zelchy right now, that's what you need to do. You cannot be giving Pugsy all this space, because with the stock lead, you're already 1-1. You need this lead here, fam, if you want to take this home with the 3-0, 31.
Exactly. Like, I agree with you 100%. The orb is just, we haven't really been able to see much orb play to actually kind of box here with Pugsy so far, but that's just also a testament to how good Pugsy's been at kind of zone breaking in on Zelchy, so he couldn't go for it. Oh, that's a big hit though. Goes for weapon top, just misses, and then dodges away, but that actually forced Pugsy to try and swing to stay defensive because he was afraid that something might happen, and then Pugsy ends up going down. So Zelchy, even in the back up, deep in the red here though, has to be very careful.
My man faked him out more than I do. Never mind, I'm not going for that. But what matters is, though, he got deep, and which is mad nice too, because you can see Zelchy's getting in head a little bit. I think Pugsy needs to take a couple of seconds to recover, shake things off here, fam. Be like T-Swift, because if you do not, good spot dodge, then get back on stage. But still gets the stock from this though. Pugsy, get back into it.
Oh man, baby, they got bad blood going on right now. Pugsy coming in right now, trying to put that pressure on, but the GC going to just push him back off. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Zelchy going for another big sig read. We saw that before on immediate weapon spawn where we looked for the big side sig, but didn't connect. We haven't seen that play in a while, and Zelchy really hasn't put enough fear with the orb just yet. Maybe go for a dare play here. Yep, tried. But you have to put some fear, because even the scythe is starting to get figured out. There's a big hit right there. No KO off the top. Tried to find the neutral sig and tries to go for another sig right there. Now he's seeing 3 of them in a row. He's hunting for the KO.
These are huge sigs here. We saw this is actually Zelchy got punished the last time. This is not paying off. But remember, we said Pugsy on this sword is dangerous, my friend. You cannot let him have the space. Look at that, Pugsy.
Thundercats home, baby. That was so well played by Pugsy. Pugsy just kind of slowed the game down to a way that Zelchy couldn't find an answer. Zelchy couldn't make the orb work. That scythe play worked so good in the previous games and constantly catching him off stage. So what did Pugsy not do? Go off stage recklessly. We saw a couple of times where they tried to box with each other for edge guards and it just didn't work out. So really well played and really good adjustments from Pugsy with 544 to 341. You see all of those sigs that pretty much came at the end for Zelchy, who just couldn't seal the deal. Time to get ignorant, though, as one Flambeau would say. Here he comes. It's Taros time. Let's see what the switch up is. You don't need to go for the same type of strings to find a KO confirms when you got to stop Sarah away from getting it done.
No, sir. Just one big head into another means that the stock is yours and likely their lives. But Taros saw APOC, though something we've seen previously throughout this entire day. He is a very, very terrifying human being. And considering Taros too, we're talking about Zelchy, to switch on if you felt threatened, looks like being a point down at the risk of elimination, he's looking for the change.
Exactly. I mean, you got to switch things up at that point too. The Jala was just, excuse me, not the Jala. The play from before was just not working at all. What we were seeing over and over again coming in from the Fate. The Fate just could not get this, get the job done here against Pugsy. So now when you got the big anti-airs, they don't matter though because of the strings that have been so consistent. Catching a nair, trying to look for another one, trying to find the dodge down. D-Light recovery should take it off the top, and it will. That's Pugsy getting a first stock again here, Ravage. It looks like he's just starting to figure this out.
Man, I remember watching Pugsy like a couple of weeks ago thinking, yo, this guy's actually pretty good, right? You can see when he's given us space, he lands some really impactful strings, but his finish in game 2, when he knows he has the opportunity, he just could not finish the stock. But to see his improvement this past all of that has been phenomenal. I'm glad Pugsy's showing up in a big way.
100%. I love, like, this is the time. This is the time for it right here. BCX, you gotta show everybody your stuff. You're looking for that big name and to close out the season, to close out the year, and Pugsy is here trying to do that. Currently up 2-1 on the set. Let's see, what does he do about closing it out? This is Taros, so you can't get too safe. You can't get too comfortable because Taros will make you pay with quick strings just like that. It's so scary just staring down big nairs, big stomp stairs. Ravage, it's still looking like it's a very close game right now, and I don't think Pugsy can get calm just yet.
Ooh, just as you say that, my friend, but the question is, we get back on both airs. Unfortunately, the weapon throw just misses though, but barehanded tosses him up. Both these guys are just missing, but the weapon throw connects. He can try to go to the ground and pound it, but he wants to say slow save. It was nice.
This is one good option read away, but misses out on the weapon toss. Now you're in D-Light Sarah Range or D-Light recovery. There it is again. That's just the consistency, the KO potential that Sword has at all times. In the red when you're boxing up against someone. Even with the jump reads you just get with a Sarah Ravage, it's still scary to deal with, and Pugsy has to be a little bit careful here with this extra lead. Try and get that extra damage on before the stair comes through.
Yeah, this is huge right now. He needs to be able to at least get this Taros back into the yellow before he leaves, and he can't even do that much here, man. Being able to play the neutral game with Taros is something that you do not want to do. It is being locked in the room with the bear, but the bear is nice because Taros is there.
Yeah, it's so funny when you see a bunch of people talking about who they would box with in real life. It's like, and people pick a bear. Like, do you not understand how dangerous that is? It's the same thing as seeing down this Taros right now. You may be 2 games up in the set. You may be currently 2-1, possibly forcing Zelchy to elimination. Looking for an attempt at it right now, but it is still Taros. If Zelchy gets on, finds that big stop, what you're seeing right now, looking for the D-Light, trying to catch it, gets the big Sair. Now you have to watch out for your recovery here as he tries to catch him with the down air, but misses. Ravage. So close right now.
Oh my god, they keep trading hits and one more comes through as well. We've seen the sword and he gets it, baby. Finn the human takes the set. Let's go, Pugsy.
So well played by Pugsy in the end. They're shutting it down. A big thing we've seen over and over again from Pugsy was making sure that he put himself in a spot was kind of like just a big body block. Like just be out there in front of Zelchy. Just make it so, oh, now you're fearful and I'm gonna catch you with the Sair. I'm gonna make you feel like you have to jump here because I just went low to force you to go high. And the sword really was the big difference at the end of it all. We saw some good play from the axe too, but Pugsy's sword play was just the big difference maker. But even look at that game 4, how close it got at the end.